Rob Dolan is a true Yarra Valley icon. He started what I think is the first true brand out of the Yarra Valley with Yarra Ridge in the early 1990s. He then went on to start the biggest and best wineries in the Yarra Valley, Punt Road, Sticks, famous names, household names. And then after that, he realised that he just wanted to produce wine for himself, reflecting his character and what he believed in. And so he started Rob Dolan Wines.
My winemaking journey is a little, I guess, long and in many different directions. But really, it's been a hell of a ride and I enjoyed every step of it. At Rob Dolan Wines, we do tend to have a young team. That's probably because I enjoy working with young people, but also we've got people who are coming off of rural properties and they have energy, life, and they really want to get out and do things. And they have a real care for the land, a care for what they're trying to achieve. And they work hard. That's a very important part of it all, but getting that team together is not easy. It's like a football team where you're trying to get people with different personalities together.
Our style is distinctly Rob Dolan Wines, but it is not a style where the winemaker is putting their thumbprint or their hand stamp right over the wine. Our style is being very respectful of the fruit that our growers have grown and making sure that that is what you're tasting in the glass. Our wines at Rob Dolan Wines are broken down into 4 ranges. We do this so that everyone can have a wine at their price point, that it's accessible to them for the occasion that they want to drink it in. Our True Colours range is the perfect introduction to Rob Dolan Wines. It's a reflection of the Yarra Valley. They are the Yarra Valley in a bottle. It's all about purity of fruit, freshness of fruit, but we want them to have a sense of place. They are from the Yarra Valley. Our white label wines are iconic Yarra Valley wines. They're from our premier vineyards where our growers work very hard to grow the grapes to achieve the style of wine that we want to make. They are made to ensure that they reflect where they're from, sense of place, but also to reflect the style that we want from Rob Dolan Wines. Everyone at Rob Dolan Wines loves life, and part of life is having great food and great wine. So our black label range is designed for our cellar door and for restaurants to have with food. It's our experimental grape varieties, our experimental winemaking, made in small volumes to be enjoyed. Rob has made a lot of wine over the last 30 years in the industry in the Yarra Valley, and this is the first time that he's been really proud to put his name to a wine, and that is our signature series. It has Rob stamped all over it. It is a true reflection of Rob, his winemaking philosophy, the best of our vineyards, the best of our wines. Our approach at Rob Dolan Wines is really a no bullshit approach. We want fine wine to be accessible to everyone. We want you to learn about it, but not in a scary manner with a whole heap of language that you don't understand. We want it to be accessible, to be open, and at the end of the day, to be just enjoyable.
It's an incredible place to visit. You sit back, relax, have some cheeses and enjoy each other's company and enjoy the wines.
Everything we do at Rob Dolan Wines is driven by our desire to make elegant wines that have finesse, wines that you can sit down and savour, and wines that have true character.